What are the rules for wide load transport? If you have ever seen a massive truck hauling an oversized load and wondered what rules govern that transport, you are in the right place. Wide load transport involves moving cargo that exceeds standard legal dimensions, especially width. For trucks and 18-wheelers, understanding these rules is essential for safe and legal transport. First, let's talk about the basic legal limits. The maximum legal width for a vehicle and its load on most United States highways is 8 feet 6 inches, which is 102 inches. Any load wider than this is classified as a wide or oversized load and requires special permits. Height limits typically range from 13.5 to 14.5 feet, while length limits for trailers are generally between 48 and 53 feet. If a load exceeds these dimensions, special permits are necessary. Weight limits are also important. The gross vehicle weight limit is usually up to 80,000 pounds, but maximum load weights can vary by state, often falling between 46,000 and 48,000 pounds. Now, let's discuss permits and notifications. Transporting a wide load requires obtaining an oversized load permit from the state where the transport occurs. This permit ensures the load complies with specific regulations and outlines allowed routes and travel times. If the load exceeds 102 inches in width, it must display warning lamps and flags on any part extending more than 4 inches beyond the vehicle sides. Some states, like New York City, have stricter rules, limiting width to 8 feet and restricting transport during peak hours. Safety is paramount, so loads wider than approximately 10 to 12 feet often requiring escort vehicles, also known as pilot cars, to accompany the truck. These vehicles help manage traffic and ensure safety. Extremely wide loads, typically those exceeding 16 feet, are classified as superloads and may need additional measures, such as temporary road closures and law enforcement presence. Permits usually specify approved routes that can safely accommodate wide loads. These routes avoid narrow roads, low bridges, and other obstacles. Travel times may be limited to non-peak hours or daylight only to minimize traffic disruption and enhance safety. Wide loads must be clearly marked with flags, lights, and signs indicating oversized load to alert other road users. Additionally, using tarps or securement devices is vital to ensure the load remains stable and does not pose hazards during transit. In summary, for trucks and 18-wheelers, wide load transport means adhering to strict width, height, length, and weight limits, obtaining required permits, using escort vehicles when necessary, following designated routes and travel times, and marking loads properly for safety. These rules protect the driver, the cargo, other road users, and infrastructure while allowing the transport of oversized items efficiently and legally.